Look, this movie's called Cocaine Bear. That's the review. That's literally it. This movie is Cocaine Bear. I don't know what else to say. I was super stoked for this movie because obviously I love animals and I love stimulants, although I've never actually done cocaine, and there's a reason for that. One is because drugs are bad, and two is because I'm already addicted enough to caffeine that I feel like if I ever did a stimulant like that, I would be dead in a month. So I'm not ever doing cocaine. But if you are a bear and you stumble upon some missing cocaine in the woods from a bunch of drug runners and you decide to consume about 35 pounds worth of it, well, you become an unstoppable, bloodthirsty killing machine. That is a movie that I want to see. There are some movies out there where I see the trailer and I can pretty much tell every single thing that's going to happen in this movie. I've seen enough movies, I've read enough stories, I know how the storytelling model goes, I know how the act structure works, and I can see a trailer for a movie, and a lot of times I can just pretty much pinpoint, okay, this is going to happen, then this, then this, then this, and this is the resolution. And then I go see the movie, and I'm proven right, and I'm like, man, I was really hoping maybe it would surprise me. I was really hoping it would throw a curveball. I was really hoping there would be some kind of twist I wouldn't expect. And a lot of times I come out of movies and I'm a little bit disappointed. This movie, however, did every single thing that I predicted and was pretty much exactly what I expected the movie to be. However, in this particular case, that is a good thing. That's what I wanted this movie to be. This is one of those movies where it's like, you see the trailer, you know exactly what the movie is, you go see the movie, it's exactly what you thought it would be, but you're not disappointed by it. You're actually like, thank fucking God this movie is about a bear that does cocaine and kills people. So it's a little bit hard to review without going into specific scenes or specific sequences. I will say, I don't think the movie's I don't think it's a masterpiece or anything like that. I don't know if it will stand the test of time. However, I had a lot of fun with it. It is definitely like a cheesy, it goes full into like 80s horror cheesiness. Like the movie's set in the 80s because it is based on a true story where a bunch of drug smugglers threw a bunch of cocaine out of a plane, landed in a park, and a bear got into it and just basically, I think the real bear didn't actually kill anybody. He just basically like overdosed and died. But he's a legend, right? So let's make a movie out of him. And so this movie fully goes into its sort of 80s horror aspects where it's got the music, the synth tones, the acting style, and even the way that it's shot a little bit. You know, if you've seen a lot of movies like Sleepaway Camp or the early Friday the 13th, it's got a lot of like little references and things like that in there, which is cool to see. And of course, it all builds to the killings. Now, the characters, just like in a traditional 80s movie, are not really interesting. Don't really care about them. I would say the only characters that stand out really are the park ranger, which is this woman, and she is fucking hysterical, dude. Like, she made me laugh more than any other character in this movie. She's this park ranger that is completely incompetent, but she has a crush on the dude that's showing up, so she's trying to be pretty, she's trying to like tell jokes, and they're working out horribly, and then when shit goes down, and like the bear happens and she tries to fight against the bear, it is, I don't want to spoil like what happens, but she was the standout to me. I thought she was so hysterical. She was great. The only other standouts to me, I think, were the kids. And normally I don't like child actors, but these kids were pretty funny. Also, if you want to see children do drugs, that is also in this movie. So, you know. And then, I forget the actor's name. I think he's Ice Cube's son. He looks exactly like Ice Cube. It's crazy. He's like the spitting image. He's in this movie. He was also in one of the Godzilla films from Legendary. And I like him, man. I want to see him do more in movies. Like in this movie, he gets a bit to do that's a bit funny, but not a ton. I would have wanted to see a little bit more from him. Also, there's like a detective character that there's this moment where he's like stuck up on this pavilion, and just his demeanor also is really funny. Probably the second funniest character. So I guess, you know, actually now that I think about it, I guess I did like more of the characters than I thought. But the only thing that I would have preferred is more fodder characters. And what I mean by that is, obviously this movie was probably very low budget. Therefore, there's not a lot of actors. There's not a lot of known actors. And because of that, the kill count isn't quite as high as I wanted it to be. I did want to see more deaths. Now, I will say, with the deaths and with the kills, They are done very well. There's a lot of creativity to it. I just wanted a little bit more, but at the same time, I can understand with the restrictions of the budget and also having to use probably most of the budget to create the CGI bear. CGI is not cheap. You know, and I thought the bear looked pretty good. Like, obviously it's a CGI bear, but a lot of the scenes in this movie are done in broad daylight, and a lot of times when they have CGI and you want to hide sort of the weaker aspects of it, you shoot a lot of scenes at night. This movie basically takes place in the course of a day, so it does go from day to night. However, the majority of the movie takes place during the daytime, where you see the bear just bask, you know, under the sun, and he looks pretty decent. I mean, you could tell it's a CGI bear, but it's not like so cartoony that it feels like I don't know. It's not. I thought it worked okay. I don't know. That's all I'm trying to say. I thought the bear looked good for what it was. And there is a decent amount of gore in the movie as well. It definitely goes full on to its R rating. There's no nudity, so no titties. Just to let you guys know. If you wanted to know before you went in, I'm just letting you know. But there is a lot of gore, and I appreciate that. And the bear does snort a line of coke off a severed leg. So there's that. That's basically the movie, man. Like, the bear just gets high as fuck and wreaks havoc on this park. Like I said, a lot of the kills are very good. They're very creative. I enjoyed it. The only thing I would have wanted is just more kills. I want more people. Like, I would have liked to see just regular hikers, like more regular hikers just to be killed off. But I can understand with budget restraints why you wouldn't want to do that. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, the kills were so good, I just wanted more of that. And I guess at the end of the day, leave them wanting more is a pretty good business model. I enjoyed it, man. This movie's also directed by Elizabeth Banks, which is interesting. It's an interesting choice for her. I always thought she was really cool. I like her as an actress, but I feel like she would be a very cool chick to hang out with outside of making movies. Like, I just feel like she's somebody you'd want to go to, like, a party with. I don't know. She just seems cool. And I also want to mention Ray Liotta in this movie. He has a small role, but very, very important. I actually forgot that Ray Liotta actually passed away in real life. So when it first came up, it comes up at the end of the movie, it says, in memory of Ray Liotta. I was all of a sudden reminded. I was like, oh shit. I wonder if this is his last film. If it is, that is amazing. That's all I'm going to say, especially with the ending of this movie. Yeah, guys, so if you have seen Cocaine Bear, let me know what you think about it down below. If you were curious about seeing it and you want to know if you should, well, do you want to see a big CGI bear kill people while it's high on cocaine? If you don't want to see that, you probably shouldn't see that movie. If you do want to see that movie, there's no other movie out there that's going to give it to you, so obviously go see it. And I hope this starts a whole new genre of movies of just animals getting completely stoned on different drugs and killing people. Like, I saw an Asylum is putting out, like, Meth Gator or something like that. I want to see, like, Ecstasy Anaconda. I want to see the Molly Monkey. Let's put monkeys on Molly and film it. Don't come after me, PETA. I'm only joking. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the movie down below. Leave your comments, opinions, all that fun stuff. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Also, if you wanted to support the channel on that deeper level, I have channel memberships, Patreon, and a merch store down below that you can check out, as well as my various social media links where you can follow me. I've said the outro so many times, and now I'm just, like, thinking about cocaine. Watch it. I don't know.